Absolutely, man. And all of you can have access to. So there's this cool. I found it. It's called Easy AI, Easy Music AI, and man, I'm working on this like very nice. I'm doing everything for Only Believe, So I'm turning the whole Bible into these nice songs, Let me see. Maybe I can find one to play for you guys. No, it's too complicated. It's so complicated. It's even complicated, bro. But anyway, little frustrated, because I can't hear things now when I'm going to push buttons, Like if I want to push, this button here. I don't know, you might hear something, you might not. But okay, so in 12 minutes we're going live on the Facebookery, not the Facebookery. We're live on Facebook now. We just went live. So 12 minutes we are going. Oh, I need a cappuccino. Oh, I just shrunk. Oh no, I'm a shorty. Just kidding. We are the spark in the midnight sky. I was like a little guy there for a moment. No nip release tonight because I'm doing the presentation. Okay, so screech, screech, screech. Nip presentation. No, Harwan's ducky races. Maybe after the thingy. Yes, we are ready, General Kev. Let me see here. So what I've got to do, I'm going to have to do this like 10 minutes in advance. I said, are we ready? Day 173 of the Funk Show. Man, we've been working. Hey, team? What are we? Team, chat, community? Can I get an amen? Yeah, you can get an amen. I said, That's such a fun vibe. I said, we're going to get down and have some church. The church of awesome. The cult of awesomeness. We got some high priests. We got some high priestesses. We love the Funkites. Ooh, yeah. They are the tribe of the Funkites. Yeah. They are the awesome people. It's nice to be in a community. I like it. I'm a community guy. I fits and I sits. Where I fits, I sit. Okay, so I've got to go in this Operation Safe Place on that account, of course. Yes, and then what we're going to do, yes, is we've got to, yes, of course, join the Citadel live spaces when it launches. Yes, of course. So we're going to be talking about building immersive worlds, of course, and in building immersive worlds and understanding and knowing how to do such things, what is very important is to know that immersive worlds are immersive. And if you want to build an immersive world, it's all about the world being immersive. What do you guys think of my immersive world presentation? No, so funny. Okay, so I wanted to, maybe after the stream, I'll show you guys some in-game footage, but most of you have seen the in-game world of Operation Safe Place. Yes, it's an emulsification of sophisticated presentationists. Yes. See, so everything we build, we really want you to get lost in that ecosystem. We want you to like be in those places and like play and present and stream all at once. Yes, I should. But my headphones, I can't hear anything, so that's thrown me off. I have a technical issue today, so I'll probably do potentially after the live stream. I don't know. Let's see how it flows. I am certainly a little bit on the flustered side. Watto and teeny weeny. Let's see. I'm going to launch something and just show it here on the stream quickly, because I think we've got 5 minutes. So let's see if this thing can open in 5 minutes, and then I'll stream it through for everybody to have a look at. So a key component in building something incredible is the community. You want to build an incredible community. So in the single player world where you're building a single player game, you want people to get immersed into that game in their individual capacity. You want to get lost and feel like it's all about you, that the game is talking to you, that the environment is responding to you. And then in a multiplayer game, which is really about community, you want to build the world around a team. You want to build the world around a clan. The clan must feel like this. We matter as a clan in this world, and very few games actually get that right. You can feel it in games like Star Citizen. Even now, in its kind of struggly state in Star Citizen, you really feel like a clan matters there. And part of what we need to build here in Operation Safe Place Defense is that you and your friends and 1,000 people in a clan matter in that world. They have an impact in that world, and they can kind of all see each other. Okay, let me have a look here. Let me see, where's that link? These guys need to be sharp, man. Okay. Let's see what we've got open here. Man, I'm pushing all the wrong buttons and breaking things, as is my custom. As is my custom. Hey, Janet, Celsi, PD. It's good to see everybody. Oh, come on. Opening now. So let me see. Oh, man, they're wrapping up calls and doing other things here. Come on, guys. Don't freak me out. Okay, I've set the reminder. Okay, so let's. So I'm gonna load this little area that I've been working on. Recent levels. So this is in OSP. If you're watching from the Only Believe side of things, or on YouTube or other places. Let's see here. There's Buddy. Hey, Buddy. And there's Silent Bob. Hey, Silent Bob. It's nice to see you. Okay, I'm just loading this thing up here. going to show you an example of something that I'm building for immersion for a single player experience. It's just loading up, and then I'll give you guys a show it to you in a moment. Sorry, I'd love to play music in the background like I usually do, but because we're on Facebook, it can potentially. PD says, "Be chill, take a break." Dude, it's like standard operating procedure. Me pushing the wrong buttons. Okay. Oh my word, what's going on in here? Come on, compile error. Really? 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 Please hold. It's funny. I want to show you guys what I'm working on, and then it breaks. What? What? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Do 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 do. So that's assembled. Did that thing break? Oh, it broke. Okay, I'll show you something else then. That is a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. Oh, I need to make that thing less skinny. Yeah. Okay, while that thing's loading. It's working as good as Magic Eden. Yeah, the game dev is no joke. Buddykins is awesome. 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 Come on, reminder set, yeah. Lord, what is going on? Do 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 do. Okay. Let me see. Trying to get someone to launch the space. I think people are stuck in meetings and stuff. Poo. Yeah. Huge amounts of poo. Poo. Let me sneak you around, yeah. Yes, like team in the background just giving me anxiety attacks, one after the other after the other. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick example now. This is just a piece of the map that I was building. So immersion it's really about you feeling like you're in a story. That's it, that's, can we have people feeling like they're in a story? Can we can we make you feel like you're in this world that makes sense with the lore? That's the big question. And can there be an epic, grandiose feeling? I love to feel wow, and you'll see there's tunnels here. So in the map that didn't want to open, this tunnel extends into another hangar area. And when you come into that hangar area, there's a big ship that already makes you say, wow. And then you get sent down here and you feel how things open above you. So when I work on these immersive worlds and I do the game design on these kinds of things, let me just expand it out so you guys can see more. As long as you don't fall off the edge, there are plenty of edges for you to fall off. Let's do this. There we go. Let's see. I think if I get the perspective right, it'll fill out everything. Yeah, there we go. So, when you arrive in this place, you go up the stairs, and there'll be life in here. These trams will be moving, and you'll come up here and there'll be people, and these people are being rescued, and there's ships, coming and going. So for those of you who wonder when and what this is after Pyrothor. You're going to be running for your life in a ship. You're going to see that, and you're going to be shooting things that are chasing you. And then you're up here, and in this, it's an underground. It's inside an asteroid. It's actually where you are. We've hidden. The children of the light are bringing the children here to keep them safe, and the whole idea is for you to actually feel like you're in the story. You're inside the adventure, and you'll go and you'll talk to someone, and you'll find out more about the world that you're in, because these adventures all lead to that multiplayer aspect. But first, we want you to know the lore. We want you to develop an emotional affinity for the world, the universe that we're building, and get you emotionally attached to the characters in the game. Yes, they do coffee. Last tunnel like that I walked through, there were sharks swimming above me. Yeah, we can do the churros thing as well. Okay, I'm going to have a look to see if they've sorted out the streaming thing. Please hold. Okay, there's Senior Choice. I'm going to click on him. So yeah, I constantly feel like I'm being tortured with how disorganized we are. Okay, right. All right. There's no audio there. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. We're there. We're going to share that one there. Okay. All right. And then we need to share. So that's those people can all hear. Then we also need to share it here on Arena. So that people can actually hear. So I'm stopping that screen share, and I'm starting. Yeah, you're going in for a treat. Senior Choice is going to ask me a lot of piercing questions. And then afterwards, we'll get back to some world building alpha in the way of pictures and stuff. But do you guys like what you're seeing so far? Okay. Right, now I'm going to join with my phone. Let's go there. What the? Low battery. I charged this thing specifically today. Okay, right. All right. I'll see you guys there.
Catching everybody up to speed. We've been recording sessions. I think a lot of amazing, useful materials going to come out of this for our community. Today, we're talking about, I believe, something that you've been dreaming of for years. Like you've been building and writing books, the lore for years. You've been dreaming of these projects before you ever start building them. And we're talking about building immersive worlds. I earlier mentioned that you have that Ready Player One inspiration focus where we're building the future before the future happens. But there's a lot more to go deeper. And to get us started and to start letting you rant your way, I wanted to open with the question of what the actual immersive world means to you. Like, is it something that you dream of as a child, or is it something that you saw the need to create as you evolved? When along your journey did you realize that you were an immersive world builder?
I think when you're a kid, hang on, before I answer this question, I'd like to encourage everyone to share this out and then also send it out as direct messages into groups that you're in. And let's get more and more people listening on X as well. Currently, we've got a bunch of, we've got about just over 600 people on Arena Social listening. It's picking up on all the other platforms as well. Just went past 70 across the other platforms. So numbers are good. Numbers are important. The reason numbers are important is because of what I'm going to share. We're building for a multiplayer world, but I'm sure I'll get to that. What's in your choices? Awesome questions. But to answer that question, you know, when you're a kid, you don't think, "Oh, I'm an immersive world builder." You just build immersive worlds. Like I see, you know, our kids, they want to build little tents, and they want to put little uh, things in those tents, and they, you know, they want to make a little home, and then they want their imaginations to disappear into that world that they're creating. You know, they want to go in there, and they make it immersive. They'll put like a it's like when Ahava and Megan and Michelle, you know, they're all, you know, 7, 6, 5 years old, around that age. And, you know, I've got like a home gym over here, and that thing is perfect for them to hang things off, you know. So every now and then, my home gym is, you know, some kind of camp and a place where the girls uh, got their fort, you know, and next thing there's a chair in there, and there's dolls everywhere. Yeah, and Enjoy One Two says he built underground forts, and some boys would build, and I'm sure some girls would build a tree castle. You know, like I'm busy building. My dad and we're building this incredible house for the girls, right? So we're timing it because it's quite a project that by the time they're 9 years old, this thing is going to be ready, because it's going to have a little shower and toilet and a little kitchen. But the whole side of it, we can see what's going on in there. We're making the whole one side of it glass, so there's no secret activities there. You know, because you know what I'm saying. So kids can get a little bit naughty. So we'll be able to see what they're up to the whole time, except for the shower and the toilet, obviously. But the idea is that that's their immersive world. We build this place where they can go and they can pretend to be grown-ups. The kids that, you know, Hova and Megan are 7, and they're walking around pushing little prams with little babies in them, you know. And you hear them talking like, "Yes, mother, mother this, mother that," you know. So when you're a kid, you don't realize that you're already a world builder. So I just never stopped being a kid.
That's probably the best kind of an answer to that. Like, Andrew, you had said you said it in a lot of places, you used to read a lot, right? Like that was a great escape for you from reality. How much do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I know that Ready Player One, you know, having read that many centuries ago, obviously huge inspiration. Most people that have seen it or read it are heavily inspired by it. But, you know, are there any other, say, stories or memories that you have from reading that inspired you? Because, like, I loved tricking my kids into reading because they thought they were being naughty, mainly because I know how much reading helps expand, you know, the mind, the imagination. So I would put little torches by their pillow, and they actually thought that they were being naughty by reading using the torches at night, when totally the opposite. It was the same trick that worked on me when I was a kid.
Man, you know, you have to ask the other question, what haven't I read? So my mom read an extraordinary amount, and then I would just chill there with her, and then every now and then I was lucky enough to convince her to read to me, which wasn't her favorite pastime, because I was messing with her escape, you know, because now she's got to concentrate on reading with her voice when she wants to read with her inner voice, which lends, you know, heroic voices. But then, you know, my sister always jokes with me because I learned to read upside down before I could read normally, because I would follow the finger, and somehow I my brain just figured it out. I could then I could more or less read those words upside down. So it's my earliest memories are really reading, and then my mom got me onto the Hardy Boys. So obviously, it's first all those funny little noddies and comics and whatever, and then it was started on the Hardy Boys. But my mom's favorite author was a writer called Wilbur Smith, who wrote these massive adventures, mostly in Africa.
Huge fan of Wilbur Smith.
Yes, very, very good Wilbur Smith stuff, um, and to like we could read what we could afford at home, and um, and as a youngster, I had a card for the library. Yeah, because there wasn't there was no internet back then when I was a kid. You could watch VHS after a while, but that was limited. I loved watching movies. My real joy was I would, after school, I would walk. It would take me about an hour to walk to the library, and then I'd go and chill upstairs. And upstairs was in the library was where the kids section was, and I would go through those books trying to find, but they were all like so lame for me. They were. I was like, really, this is so. It's like I couldn't, even when Harry Potter came out, I tried to read it, but it was just, I enjoyed the movies a lot more because I just didn't like the kiddie vibe, even as a kid. What I wanted meat. So I would sneak downstairs, and kids were allowed to, there was a certain area where you could go and take a book, but you had to sit where they could see you and you could read. And then I would sit there and I read, sure. Man, every afternoon I just read and read and read, and I started reading faster and faster because I had limited time. You got to. My mom worked down the road from the library, so if I didn't want to end up walking all the way home, which was another hour, I'd catch a lift with my mom at 5. The library usually closed at about 4:30ish anyway, and so you finish school at 2. You've got you get to the library by 3 if you're lucky. This was almost every afternoon, so maybe an hour and a half of reading. So I read faster and faster and faster, and I found books that actually taught you how to read fast. So after a while, I could read at the speed of my finger moving down the page, and then I removed the finger moving down a page, and it didn't last long, but there was a few months where I could actually just look at a page, look at the next page, look at it, and just go through it. I could read at that speed, but I found that I was losing my immersion. So I slowed down my reading all the way down to the speed of speech. So the way people would talk, the way things were being described, and even at that speed, as I got older, by the time I was 15, I could do 3 full novels a week that I was reading. Because now I think at 13 I could take books out at the library. So then you could take out, I think, 4 books at a time. And the librarian was like, you only have to bring it back after 2 weeks. And I'm like, yeah, but I finished reading them. So my favorite series that I ever read, that I read over and over and over, was The Belgariad and the Malloreon. That's by a writer called David Eddings. That was 5 thick novels per story flow, I guess, and there were 2. Another 5 books. So it's 10 thick books, and I've probably read that entire series 10 times. I can tell you, and I've listened to the audio books as an older dude many, many times. To answer the question, so many. The sci-fi book, like all the Ian Flemings, and there's a writer. His name is most unfortunate name's Eric Van Lustbader. And he wrote these incredible martial arts ninja books, that they were so vivid and bloody and stuff. And then they led me to start falling in love with the grimdark kind of books. And I liked them a lot because grimdark was really how it's going to sound weird, but when I read the Bible, especially the Old Testament, it felt grimdark to me because in my imagination, I don't just read, you know, and, he put him to death. I, in my imagination, saw where it happened, the dude getting a spear through his chest. I could see it vividly. So reading grimdark stuff, where they actually describe what I thought, yeah, that's how it was back in the old Bible. These guys, so a lot. And I still listen to audiobooks any chance I get today. I don't get to sit down, relax, and read like I used to. And also, my eyes are 51 now, but I think I was reading 3 books a week until my late 40s.
That's mind blowing, Unks. From now, things like peak is most human beings are naturally born creative, right? Even your daughters, they don't need to follow the whole library for them to build worlds. Like you brought me memories of when I was just like using the cover above the bed as like a cave to, go in the dark and protect myself from the wolf outside, stuff like that. It's beautiful the fact that children are just so creative and the fact that reading is just empowering it, right? You unlocked a lot more ways of um, imagining things when you start reading thoughts from other people, from other creators, from people who've been building these worlds through books and series. Now we go diver. We are gonna go diver and deeper, and it's like what turns that digital or physical immersive experience into one that for you feels alive.
I think so. Anybody who's who calls himself a gamer, has played Half-Life 2, Half-Life 1 and 2. If you have not, repent of your sins and go ye therefore and play Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 and even Half-Life Episode 1. Um, my first experience with Half-Life 1 in a book, you know, um, the immersive nature of it, and this is what makes it feel immersive to me, is I'm moving at the pace that I would normally move in the real world. I'm walking through things, and where it's quiet, and where it's loud, and I'm being spoken to, and they wait for my reaction. Which was really done well later on in Dragon Age 1. We're not going to talk about anything after Dragon Age 1. Uh, but then later on, these Call of Duties and, these things started coming up where they're talking to you the whole time while you're moving. That's why Halo was such a good game, and why Destiny 2 is so incredible. It's because the immersion is in they're talking to you. They're having this. I mean, Halo is spectacular because you're having a relationship with a little half-naked blue AI lady. And she really cares about you. you know? um, and um, and I like in Half-Life 1, I felt like this world is depending on me to get stuff done. And when I played that game, I was in it. Half-Life 2 just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, what is going on? Like the sounds, like, you arrive in the station and it's like, um, building 592, train arriving in 30 seconds, please the stop, mind the gap, whatever. All that stuff is there. And then the train stops and you can stay in that place just looking at the train for an hour if you want to. You know, nothing's forcing you along. You're in that world as if you're in a world, and and you're just looking around, just so lost and immersed, and then you go and you get checked, and you feel like your heart is going kadoo kadoo kadoo. What happens if these black mesa security guards stop me? What are they going to do? You know, like the intensity. All the people look so crestfallen. They look so sad. You know, so the immersion is when the game treats you like you're a human being, and if that makes sense, like it reacts to you naturally. It creates a world around you that's similar to the world that you're in, even if it's a futuristic world. It's got that kind of same kind of silence and ambient sounds, and when you look around, it's the same big vast epicness as the real world. So for me, I mean, Half-Life 1 was very entertaining. Half-Life 2 just blew my mind. I think when I played that, I thought, I didn't even think, you know, one day I want to make a game. I thought, this is impossible. What genius? What is this? It just blew my mind about how I was in this world.
And yet here we are with with your own immersive world underway. So, like, obviously, you with a background in basically everything creative and an absolute passion for storytelling. How are you balancing your artistic imagination? Obviously, now that is something that is accelerated by the tools that we have, right? With Unreal Engine. So like what, sorry, let me rephrase this because I got carried away with myself there. It's like, how do you balance artistic imagination with the tools like Unreal Engine and AI? How are you pairing all of this together? Because like I've obviously, you know, firsthand seen you working, and it's incredible. What I don't even know how to even properly frame this question for you.
I
It's
think
like,
I understand it.
yeah,
Look, you know what AI has done? What AI has done is allowed artists to move at the speed of thought. You know, and we're getting there. I mean, we're moving faster and faster, because it was always the frustration to be able to have that which is inside of your heart and your mind be manifest into this incredible reality. But we were always limited. I felt limited, and I always felt disappointed in what I could create in relation to what was in my mind. You know, so there was a frustration for me, because I needed like $1 billion to create the world that was in my mind. Like, once we've done Operation Safe Place, and once we've done Only Believe, and Hex Mythica, I've written the premise for something called Symphonia, which would have cost $1 billion just to create the set that is in my mind. You know, just to create just one ship, it would have cost like $1 billion. So what has changed now with the tools, with Unreal Engine giving us access, it's not just the engine itself, it's all the artists who are able to make assets and put it on a marketplace, and we can support those artists, buy from them, contact them. We're not just limited to, you know, in the film industry where I really come from, you you have to. It's so bad. You have to have more money than sense, and you have to, with that money, find one of three people on Earth who can do that. It's like uh, one guy in the whole of South Africa can maybe do that thing. And when you speak to the guy, it turns out that it was a fluke because he just happened to have the right team, the right tech at the right time, and they got something right by mistake. So with the advent of AI, with the ability for us to go onto the Unreal Engine marketplace, and worlds have already been built, there's already proof of competence there from different artists. You can go everywhere and find these worlds, and then some of those guys are competent enough to start using AI themselves, because AI by itself is impressive, but AI with an expert is quite another level. You can see these vibe coders who are already spectacular at what they do. I love it. General Kev says AI is the wingman you never had. Exactly. So all of us, I mean, I'm seeing it with Hugh, Jason. I'm seeing it with Rob, like the incredible work that Joshua Makes Only Beats does. And now we're seeing Jacques. I mean, I didn't even know Jacques was musical, and he is wingmanning that AI, making incredible songs. Um, it's ripped away the barrier to entry at such a level. I was on a space last year when Midjourney was coming out, and a bunch of artists were going on, and they asked me to speak, and I was so angry by the time I got up there. And you guys know me, when the blood drains out of my face and I start to get a little unreasonable. And I said, listen, all I've heard up here is selfishness, utter selfishness, because you have monetized your gift. You've decided that you're the gatekeeper to who can express what. You're not the first person to draw a round face, but suddenly, because your round face was used as or a round face that's like the round face that you drew, which you copied from someone else. Thank you very much, because not only have I been to art school, I've had an art school, and I know how we train people. You copy the impressionists and the different artists. You copy their styles, and then their styles become your styles. You are AI just as much as the AI is AI. The AI is just more competent and faster than you are. So you're sitting up here whining and complaining about how it's taking your livelihood, instead of being wise. And I wish I had the terminology that General Kev used over there, and being wise and realize that you've got a wingman. You have got an incredible wingman, but instead you become a gatekeeper, and you sit up here thinking you're better than people. And all you're doing is making those of us who listen to what you're saying angry at you. Now I don't want to buy what you make. I don't care if it's brilliant, because I don't like you. I realize what a selfish, horrible human being you are. You're sitting up there and you're trying to gatekeep creativity, while the rest of us, we want to see content, man. We want to see the books and the worlds come alive. So what it's done for me is it's almost cured my depression. Because I'm
I
a
think
vicarious empath. Yeah,
I
go for it.
I
Go for it.
really think that as some of the tools that we've been using have gotten better and better, your mood has improved consistently with that. Like every update to these, like to the tools that we use, it's like I can finally, I can finally just bring the thought that I have in my head to life. Like I've been using it for LinkedIn, I've been using it for Twitter as well, with like some of the stuff. But now I can bring that to life. And there's a really good point there with the artists. Like we've, one of our own, Stratos, the way that it has allowed him to hyper accelerate what he's wanted to accomplish, pairing his 3D and model creation and art creation, and knowing and learning. Because like I met him, what, nearly 3 years ago. And he was already pushing on the fact that, him as an artist, he was aware that the landscape was changing. It's just like the Industrial Revolution. The transformation of farming. You no longer have to slog through a field for an entire day. Now you've got a machine for that. Well, he used that same principle. He's like, I'm going to learn how to use every single one of these tools to enhance myself as an artist. And I think that is brilliant.
Loving it. I'm gonna add to that, Unks. It's indeed we've witnessed your grumpiness cooling off as the tech works, but there's also the dark side, and there's like the challenges that sometimes you need to face, like with the soundboards and like how do I stream this song here and there, and from Discord to this, and from Stranger to that. Like it becomes madness at some point. So in terms of technical challenges, either be it within the Unreal Engine platform or the other tools that you use to develop and build these immersive worlds, like what's been the thing that's getting you grumpy the most, or that you think that needs to be fixed or evolved as soon as possible?
I don't know. I'm kind of like today, I'm defeated by the whole setup again. Like, I probably after this gonna have to reinstall things, and it was working, and then suddenly it's not routing audio to my headphones. You know what I want in life? I just want to say, what's Iron Man's AI name again? Jarvis.
Yeah, Jarvis.
I want to say, well, the South African version, Jarvis. I say, Jarvis, set up the audio. Do all the routing and stuff. Wake me up in time for the live stream. Actually, start the live stream, start hanging out with everybody, get the music pumping, tip everybody, make sure you tip B extra, and then wake me up when I've got to get up and talk to people. That's what I want. And then also remind me, share out the things, and and remind Senior Choice. That's do the thing so that when we stand up and speak, it's already rooted everything, because it can hear. The AI can listen, it can hear, it can see, it can do all the things, it can answer. So what seems to be the problem, officer?
Yeah, perfect answer. Yeah, you needed to move more at the speed of speech, like the way that you used to read the books when you were a kid, right? And one thing that I get from like jumping back into the earlier question was the fact that sometimes you can move faster than the speed of speech doesn't mean you should. So it's like you need to balance it out, right? So you just want AI to be fast, of course, but also to be able to move at the speed of speech and execute at the speed of speech. I think we're getting closer to that, so we're gonna see the less grumpy version of Hans pretty soon. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, let's talk about the human connection side. So tech is becoming more powerful. It's evolving so fast. I often visit the parents of one of the classmates of my son, and the little one lives with her grandpa. They witness the evolution of tech from not having power at their homes to having the box where they were wondering if there was a tiny man inside it talking and making it work. From touchscreens and not knowing how the phone works, because they need something like the BlackBerry to be able to push buttons, or else it's too complex for them to understand. So how do we make sure that our world stays human, emotional, relatable, and meaningful while we're using all of the tech tools that we have around?
So ask that question again, sorry.
Yes, Alex, the question is, how do we keep the immersive experiences as the tech is becoming more powerful? How do we make sure that they stay human, emotional, and relatable, right? Because we got now the possibility to spin out things faster than we used to. But like just the same way that you used to do as a kid reading books, sometimes when you read them too fast, you lost focus on, the deepness of the messages. So what's the recipe in there for you to move still fast, but not so fast that maybe you lose humanity or emotion or relatability and meaningfulness along the way.
Well, I think the issue is really about building those worlds, because I don't think we're in danger of moving too fast. I think we get to this place where it'll balance out. We'll get to this place where um, the technology is just us building faster. It's like, do you want a home? When would you like the home? Now. Sorry, you can only move in 6 months, because first we've got to, do an environmental impact study, and now we've got to uh, clear the area where we want to build, and now we want to put down the foundation, and now we want to do this, and now we want. So I can't move into the house immediately, even though it's in my mind. We've done the architectural drawings, we've done all that kind of thing, but I've got all these other hoops to jump through. So when I want to build this emotional, immersive game, we'll be able to do it faster and faster, and create more. Like, the more, I think, is not necessarily that we'll have more environments, because you only have so many environments. But I think the more really relates to the things that happen in those environments, where we start getting away from mindless loops and start getting moving towards meaningful journeys. And in those meaningful journeys, it's like life. Life happens to you at the speed of your emotional growth. So if your emotional intelligence matures, you tackle bigger problems, and you're exposed to more impressive and more dangerous people. So it's like, you get better companions and you get bigger bosses. That's what happens in life. So with technology, as it expands, we will be able to build out games where the growth of the journey matches the growth of the player. And we're talking about skill growth, emotional growth. I think it's going to become so immersive that you won't even know you're in school. Like, kids will have no idea. They'll be, running around in big cordoned off play areas, which is something that we really want to pilot when we've got the budget to build a massive cordoned off play area. And the kids have got augmented reality glasses on, not freaking goggles, light glasses that connect either Bluetooth or whatever to whatever device is there. And in that cordoned off area, they're all aware of each other, but they're all fighting bosses together, learning about things, climbing volcanoes, feeling the heat coming off things, going underwater, seeing the scale of a real whale, you know. And then that would be school for them. And then they would have their playtime would be, when I was a kid, they would make a like a big climbing thing, and then looks like a dinosaur or whatever. But now in the augmented reality sense, you'd build it in the shape of a dinosaur, but the kid's actually climbing a real dinosaur and moving around on a dinosaur, So where technology is taking us is, I think, like that Ready Player One. I think Ready Player One isn't even a drop in the ocean of what is coming. I think Ready Player One, having a kind of a silly goggle experience, which is literally the only part of the movie that irritates me, and is I think that's because the book was written so long ago. I think uh, even the writer and the producers and Steven Spielberg have no idea of what's coming. And my final thought on that is, I think possibly the only person who I would say by name that I think understands the future of what's going to be happening in gaming would probably be James Cameron, the guy who created Avatar. I think that guy has got some kind of prophetic vision of the future of all entertainment in his mind, because he's a full-on genius, But my answer to tech and immersion is, I believe with all my heart that we're going to be able to connect to things on an emotional, visceral, and tactile level that we cannot even begin to imagine at this point.
No, that's a perfect answer to that, because it's the speed at which the tech is advancing is incredible. Again, kind of going back to the conversation that I had initially with Stratos when we first met, we're about right now, I would say 2 years ahead of what we had discussed, as far as timelines go with the advancement of it. And what it also allows when it comes to, be posted on Arena community. Well, there's a lot of different areas where, you could see the tech impacting human connection in a positive way. One, people are going to be able to have more time on their hands. And, we're not supposed to be locked away working for 20 hours a day. We're social creatures. And those that choose to spend their time in digital worlds, they're going to be able to enhance their own experiences, make experiences more personal, add to games. We're seeing this a lot with a lot of the games that are coming out, and connect deeper with their own gaming communities, and have, I would say, even more time with their families as well. So, Andrew, where do you see, obviously with everything that we're building and every new tool that comes out, we jump on it. We jump on it because if this can enhance our capability to deliver, we're all about that. Where do you see, considering everything that we've achieved since day one to now, where do you see, one, like you've kind of just touched on it, but where do you see our future? Let's say 5 years from now. What do you believe we will be capable of delivering 5 years from now?
Sure. Is that a mankind we or a royal we?
More a royal we. I'm more referring to us with what we're building, how much has helped you.
Okay. I think that's a very, very good question. I have a desire in my heart, but there's also, the reality of it. But if I have to look at our incredible community, and I think let me answer an unasked question first, and then I'll answer that question. So there are two worlds of immersion, two styles of immersive world building, game design, immersion. The one is where you wrap the world around the single player, which is what Half-Life does. And the other is where you make a clan feel like it matters in a gaming universe, which is what Star Citizen is working hard to do and has never been done before, which is why Star Citizen is such a challenging project. Because to make a community of people at scale feel like they are impacting something the way an army would is really, really difficult. It's really difficult. To give you an idea of, our vision to have 1,000 people in a mega clan, if you've been, like, let's say you're at school, back in your school days, and maybe, let's say some of you, maybe you were in a school with 1,000 students, and everybody was on the field and in the grandstand, it was simultaneously very few people and a heck of a lot. you know, but it never felt like a big crowd to you because of the areas. You know, you'd sit in the hall and maybe first it's half of the school in the school hall, and then next up it's the other half, doing their assembly. Or sometimes the hall is big enough to get all those people in, but you're in there and you're part of the crowd, but you're also lost in the crowd. And achieving that, which is really what Ready Player One, the movie, really was able to communicate that. Now it's unfortunate, that the bad guys are the Mega Clan, but but they were really able to achieve the power of having a large tribe, and how that tribe actually matters. So in that end battle, we've got all those people running to go and fight with that one big clan, the IO clan. Um, you can see how all the small single players and all the little fire teams and little the little battle groups and stuff had to come together en masse, but it felt to every player like they're participating meaningfully, and it wasn't that stupid glitchy thing with names above them that we've seen for years in games like World of Warcraft, where it's just chaotic and dumb, and you make the best of it. It's like a big fat meme where there's 50 people there with their names bobbing above their heads, and people disappearing and arriving and jumping up and down, and just being all glitchy and strange and weird, really just messing with that immersion. like you really see like the potential of it in Ready Player One. And so in the next 5 years, I really believe that what we achieve is going to be that. It's a a full army in a game where every player actually feels viscerally connected to their role. The healers genuinely able to matter in how they're keeping people alive on battlefields. The damage dealers truly feeling like they're rescuing. They're not just doing damage. They're actually keeping people safe on their teams, and keeping every girl safe, and engineers be over there fixing bases and fixing walls, and really specializing in what they want to do. So it's not in that glitchy, stupid, jumpy thing. When I design things in my mind, I ask myself the question, how would this world be so visceral, fun, and attractive that my wife would want to play with this game with me? How would it be so meaningful and so and so not just entertaining, but so impacting that uh, you don't just feel like you're moving a red bar when you're doing damage. You're you feel like when you're following orders, you're part of an army. There's an admiral commanding a battle group, and you're in it there, and you're part of a wing of fighters that are swooping in, and you get hit, and down goes your fighter. You got to jump out of that thing, and then request a mech drop, and here comes a support vessel dropping your mech equivalent down to the ground. You jump into that thing, and you're panting. In real life, you're panting and panicking trying to get to the battlefield because your people need you. You know. I hope that that made sense. I think that's possible in the next 5 years.
Hell yeah. Like that
Ah,
would be, yes. That would be
it's
amazing.
yeah, I can't wait for it to happen. That I want to highlight something as we're just like 4 minutes. Like time flies when you're having a great time with friends, but it's like 4 minutes until we wrap up. So I do want to give another live from my end. Uh, Shout out to B for being amazing and giving her a happy B day. So thanks, be rocking. While we were speaking about, maybe the receipt or the answer to keeping immersive worlds alive, she came up with a response in the chat in the arena. Maybe you missed, but for me, it's crucial. And she said, community. When you bring people together on these ecosystems, and like you were mentioning, you have them really represent who they are or who they want to be inside that ecosystem, then you are just unlocking like the full digital world experience where it's not just you playing under the cover or in the treehouse or in the dollhouse. It's you with your friends. And that's the nature of us humans when we want to socialize, interact with others, grow with them, rally with them. I just had to give her the shout out because that was a brilliant take. So happy B-Day to you. Thanks for always rocking and contributing. We see you. We appreciate you big time. And yes, Ans, to kind of like 3 minutes to wrap us up, we already see what you want to, where we want this to go. What are we lacking at the moment for our metaverse to become a closer reality? And in terms of time, if we could put it in the timeline, like maybe Jason was asking about, like, how fast do you see us evolving? Because I'm telling you, I've been jumping on different spaces. I've been talking about what we're doing, and people starting to notice, and we're becoming the one movement that has been doing the things right. Even those that were acting cool before, and were like, yeah, we got the best game, the best project, and they rock their communities or their pockets just couldn't keep up with covering for the expenses of running the projects anymore. So they're no longer here, and it was just empty words. And even the greedy ones that only jump in places because of the budget or because of how much they can get are like, no, we really see now that only the real builders are staying around. And I think that we're one of those that are spearheading into the revolution of using blockchain technology, AI technology, creativeness, and making it a new attempt because people's like, no, metaverse is no longer a thing. Like the sandbox is changing the model. The central land didn't go anywhere, even though people pour millions on it and famous people across the globe were jumping into these experiences. Like, what are we going next, and how long is it going to take us?
Before Andrew answers that, I do want to highlight one thing, and that is worlds have to have a soul. Worlds can't just be a commercial outlet. That's something. I think the Sandbox, yes, they did a ton of big collaborations with IPs and whatnot, but they missed the mark completely. Decentraland, the same, missed the mark completely because everything was soulless. And if you're going to have a virtual space, a virtual world, an online game, you just kind of have to look at those that have established worlds already. And they're filled with soul. Like there's energy in them. It's not something that was outsourced and doesn't have the vision of the person that wanted to create it there. You have to build, if you build a game with soul and purpose, then that's going to be reflected, and the players are going to pick up on that. Helldivers makes you feel things when you're in that world. It's like so many of these games nailed, that it's not impossible to make people feel like they're genuinely in a world. And I'll pass it over to Funk.
answer the question. The question.
You're cutting out for me, Unks, but the question is again like, how long do you believe it's going to take us uh, to showcase this? Like, we're already doing it, right? But maybe how long until we become unbeatable? I know we are already, but like bringing more eyeballs and making the people stop sleeping on what we're doing here because we're one of the few.
I'm a big fan of his.
Andrew, you're breaking up badly.
In terms of
Oh, you're better now. Sorry, apologies.
the game of our dreams. B makes only beats Midnight Cats Lady. Oh, they got if they've mouth moving but audio no hearing. Have you got it yet? Okay, you guys the audio. Okay, I'm going again.
Yeah, now.
Okay, so So the first, the first question before we do, before we can build the game that we want, is we've got to make a minimum financial survival mechanism for not just our builders but also our community. There's many people who are commenting who've joined the community who've actually changed the desires for what they want to do with their life. They love to build with us full time. Like, can you imagine people like B and Midnight Cats Lady and Runa and all the people commenting there? Well, I mean, Joshua's doing it full time anyway, but everybody who's in that chat, I walked away from the chat there because I was getting. Can you imagine all these people being able to put more time into building this? So that's our first win. You know, our first focus is to have the bare minimum game that is fun as heck, but makes it possible for the economy to really pump. So how can Senior Choice be able to fly all over the world and represent us? And there's many of you who'd want to go with it, to go and do big events and actually be the ones hosting those massive conferences and stuff like that. So that is quite a big priority, because this game needs community. It doesn't need players. It needs community. The players part, community is the hard part. We need to be a cult. You know, the cult of awesomeness. It's the same with Only Believe. It needs to be people who really understand the power of what these games can do for the people in their lives and the people in their communities. And that is the first question that we ask. You know, it's how do we get Sheshi and Buddy? And I'm just reading people who are young, Lax, the people here on X. You know, how do we get these people to be able to make a fantastic living? How do we get Dirk to not need to do anything but stream live all day and rock up at events? You know, your favorite Batman. How do we get your favorite Batman to have an entire team of exceptional copywriters and content creators? Because you can see your favorite Batman in their communication style is very talented. Like, how do we get there? That's the first question. And the question to that is as fast as possible. We are heart and soul focused on that. How do we, you know, myself, Rob, Jason, we are under immense financial pressure. not just to build a game, but in our personal lives, because we've thrown everything into this for years, for a long time. So your choice is under immense financial pressure, because he might only have joined the team the past 2 or 3 months, but there was a lot of sacrifice before he even got here, and now he's like, moving at the speed of provision that we're all moving, and it's a heavy carry. It's exhausting. It's tiring. It eats away at valuable emotional drive. So the first answer is we have to first, before we can focus on getting all this incredible tech, is look after our community. And that's where our obsession comes in. And that's what we ask for from our communities. Be so obsessed and help us build something that we're all so proud of, which is, it's incredible to see how many of you are already making tutorials and creating content. And this is what we ask you for. I mean, I'm asking you with a full heart, saying, but treat this like it's your project. I can tell you now, there's a lot of lies and stuff out there, but we're not going anywhere. No one's going to rug you here. This is all I want to do until the day I die. I don't have, even if it's just me. I've been dreaming about this since I was a kid, man. Since, like, this is everything. I had to wait 50 years before I could do this. Do you have any idea what this is to me? And many of you, you've got the same passion, and you felt trapped in this other reality, where you're just somebody else's slave. It's not yours. It's not your destiny. You can feel it. You're just going to work every day, going through the mundane grind like you do in a game where you have to grind to get the things you want, and you hate the grind, and people are trying to convince you that the grind is necessary and it's just a normal part of life. And that is the first thing. So the when there is as soon as possible. We work on that tirelessly. And that requires money. Now we're trying to raise a couple $100,000 US to get to that place where we've got this financial mechanism. And that mechanism requires the infusion system. It requires proper marketplace. It requires, the first experience where players can see their same NFT working in the soon to come mobile version, Discord version, Telegram version, browser version, and how the same NFTs that work on the PC version all work there. Then once that is done, once we've got income and again, we're not just looking at the team, we're looking at the community. Is the community flourishing? Does the community have income? Are they able to just relax a bit on all the other financial pressures? Then the next step is, let's look at the first multiplayer experience. Because now the community is able to invest themselves and come up with ideas and themselves go hunting for, Midnight Cats Lady. And they jumped on Fab themselves and they said, hey, you need to put this in the game. And we're like, oh, that's nice. Yes. Because our answer is always yes. There to get to that place where all of us are able to drive towards this crazy vision, it needs to be in all of us. It needs to be an unprecedented community. I know people give stars an uphill often because, they talk about $1 billion raise as if it's a lot for what they're building. I'm telling you, it's not for what they're building. I know all of you have made games before yourselves, and obviously you've built a game that can handle 1,000 players in one instance, a multi-instanced server with server meshing. I know all of you have done that before, so you're able to judge what they're building, and I respect your expertise. Good job. But what they're doing there, I respect very much, because they are expressing everything that I want in a game 5 years ago. I thought 5 years ago would be when we reached that point. But it inspired us to a point where we're saying, okay, we're going to build that same thing except you're going to own it. You're going to own those ships. You're gonna. Also, we've got space wizards. You know, I want space wizards and mechs and magic and interdimensional insanity. But you're going to own everything in that game. It's going to have an economic impact on you, and we're going to move forward together. And a lot of that is what happens with Star Citizen. It's incredible. The community says, "We want that ship. We love that ship." And then they say, "Okay, if we build that ship, it's going to take extra 3 months." And the community goes, "We don't care. We love that ship." And you'll be able to do that, except you'll be able to pay for it yourself. And you'll be able to, as a community, shout and scream at a set of devs who are just, committed to the thing you want to build. So the win is a continuous, evolving, wonderful experience for everybody. The final thing here is that's how we've built the game. That's why currently you have one set of waves and one boss, because we are now ready. When we get money, we can do the next set of waves and the next boss. And when we get more money, we can do the next set of waves and the next boss. It's there. The gaming framework is there. The logic is there. And as we go, we fix the gunplay and we fix courage earnings and getting ciphers when you kill things, and your ciphers will enter the dynamic soon enough, and you're earning citadel and all those things. But the idea is that first we want to make sure that there's a solid financial ecosystem happening here, so that when the community has an idea, they're able to manifest that idea and build an entire dimension if they want within the rules of the gaming ecosystem.
That was a perfect answer, Hunks. I love it. And I love to be part of this journey. Again, shout out to every community member that is making this possible. I've seen no other community like ours. I've seen no other community getting so invested, and not just financially, but time, which is one of the most valuable, if not the most valuable resources. It's effort, it's creation, it's them pushing articles, it's them creating songs, it's them creating videos, it's them bringing up ideas, and it's making this Web3 casino world understand and witness, probably for the first time, that community is liquidity and not exit liquidity. So I'm quoting you now in spaces when I'm jumping in. It's like, yeah, it makes sense. That sounds brilliant. And we unlock more relationships and more people wants to come and explore what we're doing. And I think that's the right way. But yes, I appreciate your time, your passion, your obsession. I think that is contagious. And that's why our community is wholesome and awesome, because we are not just thinking about how to thrive ourselves, but how to help those around us thrive with us. And again, it's always better when we win together. I think this was an amazing success thingy space. And I think that everybody has learned a lot today in terms of what it takes to build immersive worlds. Jay, I'm so happy to have you as a co-host. It's a new experience that I've unlocked today, and it's a very pleasant one. I think that we should do this weekly. But yes, I'm going to pass you the mic. I honor you as the host for you to wrap us up.
Thank you very much, Senor Choice. I don't want to take away from Funk's final words there. So, from my side, as always, thank you to everyone that listens in on all of the many, many platforms that we stream this out to. The message of who we are, why we're doing this, that is something that comes from the heart on our side. We are here every day. We show up every day, and we will keep on showing up every day when most others fade away. So the one call to action is people that are connected, have a network, have a community, introduce your communities to what we're doing. It costs nothing, and the rewards are immense. Immense in the sense that we can achieve as a collective something spectacular with what we're building. And the purpose behind it all, the cause behind it all is one worth supporting. So introduce to your friends, family, communities, whatever, who we are, why they should follow, because this is Web3. Web3 was built off the back of opportunity, of people being able to be themselves, the ones that get to support businesses, games, projects from day one. It was never about the VCs. It was never about any of that. It was about opportunity and accessibility. The space began to lose its way. We don't care. We're here doing what we're doing because we love to build with community, and we want to see this succeed with the community succeeding by our side. So yeah, on that note, thank you all very much for joining, and we will see you tomorrow.
Appreciate you, everybody. Much love. Thanks for tuning in. And Jay, just when we are about to ask the final question, everybody's so pumped, and we got like almost 700 people on the arena, and like 100 of the different platforms watching streams on X and all of the things. They know that we would just never.
That sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my
You're locked into the Funk Show, where you can be a twisted druna all day long.
Welcome to the Funk Show, hottest thing on Arena right now.
Sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I way we vibe. You're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. Testify the motion. Loving this devotion. Ooh, that sugar.
Hey, it's Midnight Cats Lady. Don't touch that mouse. You're on the Funk Show.
All I want is satisfaction. Make a move, baby, you got nothing to lose. Give me that good reaction. Gonna make it right, little like an offer I can't refuse. I'm on the road, it's my time. Taking control of my life. I want to run no red lights. I've got to run this show. You always take me so high. You always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe. You're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. Testify the motion. Loving this devotion. Ooh, that sugar sweet. Ooh, that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. Testify the motion. Loving this devotion. Ooh, that sugar. Just my kind of heat. Ooh, that sugar. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Ooh, that sugar.
Oh, that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Hey, who wants some sneaky alpha? Anybody want some sneaky alpha? Nobody? I mean, I could always just leave. Or do you want to see? No, I'm not going to rag. I'm not. Believe it or not. Or maybe I am. No, I'm not. No. I'm busy in a combo here. And if this works, I don't know, is Blush listening to the stream perchance? I really want to show you guys the mobile game. What button? The end stream, but I'm not going to push it. I have pushed something and done something somewhere where my microphone is not working. Hopefully you can hear me nicely. Oh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. I mean, it's a very, very simple, thing we're building, because we've got the incredible looking game on one side, and we're building the like potato version for mobile, so that that kid with the terrible phone, terrible laptop can run it. Well, not just a kid, but some grown-ups, they don't have thing, but they can still earn. They can still experience the NFTs. They can come into the community, eyes and ears. I just got to find Blush here. Where are my people tonight, man? Let me see if I can get some kind of support here. Stand by. I'm looking. in the Jadidi. Let's see. Blush. Are you there? Let me see. So he would have sent me a DM probably. I'm in a conversation with the devs, and it's just a matter of finding the link and putting in passwords and connecting things. Okay, I found the linky thingy, but now I'm just going to make sure that I connect it to something that doesn't break all the other things. Right. Okay, so I'll create a new thingy there, which I'll drag over there. Right. Ooh. I get so irritated. When you move a tab and you want to move it to the side and then it like clicks onto another tab. Hey, there's Bidlow. Hello, Bidlow. Ooh, that sugar sweet. Okay, let me see. Okay, I found Blush over there. Who is Bush? Has he tested the mobile? Well, okay, it actually doesn't matter. I'm just gonna share it, man. Ooh, Bidlow's quite the famous person. You guys know that. You must make sure that you follow. I love watching Bidlow's streams. It's like always so late though. Like really old. Well, that time of the things. Mm-hmm. Times like this, Funk needs that beard tickling. Okay. Hey, listen. I didn't show you guys anything. You never saw anything. Let's just confirm it in the chat, please. Everybody just confirm you saw nothing. I want to see that NDA. There we go. Because you've seen like the very, very nice Unreal Engine version of the game. But you have not seen the thingy that thingies. Right. Yeah, you're about to. I'm just checking if I need to put passwords and stuff in again. Oh, that sugar sweet. Got what I need. Sipping all the potion, all that good emotion. I don't know. I feel like while I'm struggling, we need a bit. just music. Okay. Oh, sorry, can you hear me now? No sound. What? Oh, it's so irritating. Everything is just irritating. Okay. I'm going to have to find out what's going on with all stuff. Okay. So remember, okay, showing the mobile live now. NFTs loaded. Okay. It was just levels. Yeah, man, I couldn't hear anything to balance it. So because my headphones stopped listening. These expensive virtuoso headphones. Anyway, everybody, calm down. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to get this to be a bit bigger. Okay, so you got your NFTs, which you now drag in there. Oh man, mobiles. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, get there, put a thing in there. I don't know what these are, but okay, so they're in there. NFT. Oh, there's a regular option. Okay, start game. Dude, but putting it. Yeah, I love it. So this version is kind of constant. So this is more like come on, this one. How about now? Hello. Hello. Alright, so I imagine this will look pretty cool on mobile. Okay. And then this thing starts like before you even place it. Look at that. So we obviously go to the pause button. Yeah, so obviously it's like super MV. It's like so cool, man. Now if you compare that to this monstrosity that we're building over here, please hold your call is important to us. Oh, I lost all the things. Where is it? Stream your right, I've made my whole face full of face. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard, but low. So if you compare it to the insanity that we're building for gaming PCs. Remember today I was talking about on the X space about how immersive we want to build this world. Where you're in here. Let me just see if I can add a bit of light into this place. I don't know if there's a light source in here. Is there a light source? No. Lights. If a directional light would work in here. Don't know. Indoor. Yeah, that'll do. I'm just adding a directional light. I'm in an Unreal Engine here. Giving ideas. So the lighting is mostly greens and blues. So I probably want to light it up a bit. Indoors, usually you've got kind of a blue feel. You let all the other lighting and stuff do the heavy lifting. At least we can see a little bit more. So this is inside an asteroid, So if you compare what we're building on PC and then those cute little mini games that we're building, and they all use the same NFTs, right? There's a. Let me just move this here so I can keep an eye on the comments and stuff. Bidler, it's the first time you're seeing this. It's very exciting, eh? So this is still one of the things we're building. I'm going to open Halo 3 Forge. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, building an entire world. Yeah, so this is one of the worlds that we're building. I'm a bit bummed that something's wrong with this map build here where I can't open. Sorry, I really want to show you guys this hangar that I've been building. I think you're gonna love it. Okay, so there's the hangar. Don't save. Don't save. I know what you're thinking. While it's loading up. Did you guys enjoy the space today? But it's first time. Dude, do you know that you can build your own? There's the mighty Dirk. Bidler, you can build your own clan in our game, and you can launch your own token for your clan in our game, and you can launch your own NFT range, which is playable in our game. Did you know that? And the streamers, when we're ready with the Citadel thing, streamers will be able to be tipped with NFTs and tip people with NFTs and every tool that you can imagine. Everything we've wanted in every game is going to be in this game. And it's playable. Bidlo. You just go to funk.africa. Someone just type that in if you don't mind. And there's a linky there where you can just apply for a key and you go to Epic Games. I'm assuming, Bidlo, that you have a gaming PC. Yeah, there you go. You just go to funk.africa and there's linkies there. And you can actually go and actually test. It'll blow your mind what we're busy building. Yeah, Bidlo, you've got a gaming PC. I think I've watched you play games. What have I watched you do? Yeah, mine's also 7 years old. I've got a 3080. Well, yeah, mine's 4 years old or 5 years old. Trying to remember. Okay. Yes. This is the yes. Okay. Yes. Please hold. What's it doing? Okay, it's still doing things. Down the bottom there's a thingy that's thingying. Let's just give it a chance. It's building a lot of stuff. I'm in Unreal Engine. Oh, you guys are in for a treat. Oh, this is such alpha. It's like mega alpha. This is like the alpha car factory. It's just preparing meshes. This is like super secret. And luckily it's like 680 bots and 6 real people watching this. So it's our secret. I'm trying to remember. Bidlo, are you the guitarist? I'm trying to remember, man. I know I watch Bidlo a lot, but I can't place it with yes, Bidlo inspired me. I was watching him playing that, shredding that guitar, and I'm like, we have to have that kind of, what is that thing that you're always playing? It's Rock God. What's it called? Everybody make sure you're following Bidlo. He's amazing. Yes, he's talented. Good Lord. He's a shredder. You can put like metal into him and it comes out like butterflies. Rocksmith. Yeah, the game's called Rocksmith. So we did some research to see, can we actually have people learning guitar and actually like a real guitar And yes, Unreal Engine does have things that can pick up harmonics and chords and everything. So you can run an actual sound card in there, then it picks up real guitar chords, which means we can have a special map where people who can play guitar can actually fight bosses with their guitar. So chords, certain things come out, certain strings, and yeah. Okay, I can fly around a bit in here. Let me just remove all this stuff here. Okay. So this, ladies and gentlemen, so currently you just fought Pyrothor on, and we'll, because Bidlo is new, so Bidlo, you must, we're going to do all of this for you now, Bidlo. So all of these people are about to get a lot of alpha and stuff because I need to impress Bidlo. Not that I don't want to impress all of you, but you know how we feel about new people in our community. We love them. So boys and girls, none of you have, I think maybe Twisted might have seen this before. So you fought Pyrothor. Your next thing is you're going to be in your frigate. So this is your ship. Remember, you arrived in a drop ship, and you killed Pyrothor, the big dragon. And now you're going to be in this ship, flying here to this place, and you're going to be placing turrets on the ship, flying in space while things are chasing you, and you're going to be killing them. Right, and so you get, this is going to be your POV, and then there's going to be a turret that you enter that you can actually fire backwards at the things chasing you and the things behind you, and then you'll arrive in this place. Now today we're talking about world building, so that's why I kind of prepared this for you guys. Now remember, I showed you just now that map, the broken map. So I'm glad I had a backup, and this is the backup. And I know it's going to be a bit choppy because it's in 4K in Unreal Engine, so it's not going to like sending you guys 4K. But this is where I've started building out this world, and I'm going to just for a sense of scale. You see, so this is where you flew in. Look, there, I've already put a portal. You guys are used to the portals, right? Yes, dragons and spaceships, yes. You're in for a treat. I'm going to play some stuff, but we're building everything we love about gaming in one game. So that frigate, this is where you arrive. So this will be the player view. I mean, we'll leave it as a surprise for everybody outside, but you'll be flying in here, and you will have shaken off all the bad guys, and then you'll arrive in here, and then that's where your frigate lands, and we get all your people to safety. So they're running off the thing, and the Lucille, I think, have I done it yet? I think the Lucille is docked out. Yeah, no, that's not the Lucille. Bang. Okay, something broke, so I have to fix that. It's a lot of work, but you guys are familiar with the Lucille. You'll get to know more and more about the Lucille. Oh, that's a test. I want to see what you boys and girls know about the Lucille in the comments. Let's see. Right, so I think outside this airlock, so this is not the Lucille. This is another ship over here. And these are just one of the many ships that you can own as a player. So this ship over here can handle a 4-man fire team with no mechs, but it can handle your little fighters. It's pretty neat, eh? Hey, Cat Rose, PP lover. So a 5-man fire team, can so you can have this ship, and let's just have a look. It's got dorms and everything. See, dorms, control centers. Now those packages that you buy, the $50,000, whatever. Yeah, miniature ship merch is coming. Now, see, some of them come with guns that are not on any other ship. So all these ships will come with entire weapons ranges. Oh, man, I'm sharing alpha now that I shouldn't. I actually feel a little nervous, but all of these the ships will come with their own different arsenals, so that people who have mega clans can actually have unique weapon systems, guns, like hey, Eagle. Yeah, so the there's two people who have the 250K packages, and they obviously will end up with entire personalized ships, with a clan of 1,000 players who have weapons and vehicles and stuff that are unique to that clan. So we're basically building like the Funky Town, consortium of awesomeness, and yeah, it's all different. There's some dorms, so you each got a room. But anyway, yeah, that's that ship. So this one is docked at the asteroid, and this is a safe haven. You ain't seen nothing yet, but low. So B, I actually thought this ship almost can be it can almost be made into B colors, B stripes. This is a big boy. I think this is a $25,000 package, so it's massive because it's an entire mini game by itself. In case you guys wonder what these things in games look like, this is how stuff looks like on the outside. There goes your immersive thing. We just like got blocks and random shapes all over the place. You see, like, it's just like random. Okay, so back in here. So this is where you've landed. So in this particular mission, you've been running away, and it'll probably be the Lucille docked where that current ship is docked, because people are disembarking and we're trying to get them. So they're coming from the Lucille, and you've got to protect them while they run past your ship. They're running this way. There'll be a tram moving backwards and forwards. One of these trams over here, collecting all the kids that you're keeping safe, the women and children. Every girl's safe. And this place has dynamics where its massive ships are launching from here, interdimensional jump ships, taking them all to safe haven in between. So you're here. Remember, you got turrets on top of this thing, and things are going to be attacking you coming out of these doors over here, and you got to put up your turrets, and it's a tower defense game, so you've got to, as you guys are used to, keep this entire place free of baddies. Yes, Bidlow loves to see it on the outside. Yeah. Yes, technical term, free of baddies. Yeah. Okay, so which video shall we show Bidlow first? I'm thinking we start with We Need You, Commander. Or should we show gameplay first and then I Need You, Commander? Or what are you guys thinking? Gameplay first. Okay. So must I actually play the game or just play a video that shows a bit of gameplay? I'm thinking just a video. Yes. Okay. Here it comes. So first we're gonna show. He's going to his laptop. Okay, let us know when you're on the laptop. Have you been looking at this on a freaking? It's been looking at it on a damn phone, mobile phone. Listen, I'm not against mobile phones, but people like us who build big and hard-working things and build entire universes, we are not building it for like a teeny squinty screen. That's why we just make, like you saw the mobile version. What do you guys think of the mobile version? It's quite cute, eh? Yes, I'll do it full screen to maximize awesomeness. This is the way. But first, let me take a selfie. Let me take a selfie. Lax. Lax is a very sexy man beast of man beastiness. I remember when I was a kid, I used to say, I want to be a sexy man. And then suddenly a picture of Lax appeared. And I was like, good Lord. So that is what sexy looks like. Have you guys seen what Lax looks like? It's like the apotheosis of sexy. And when he speaks, good Lord. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize I had it in this view with my stupid face head on the side there. Bonk. I need to see my damn face in the mix. That's better. Well, some people complain. So I'll put my face down the bottom like that for that, but we won't do it for the cinematics. So Bidlo can let us know when he's ready. In the meantime, what do you guys think about what you're about to experience next? Excited? No, yes, no, maybe. A little bit of mobile action. That thing is actually a lot of fun there. But it's very painful. I nearly cut my nose off to spite my face. And then I thought, no, let me just spite my face rather. My face is already spited. What is this? Potatoes in the microwave here. You see? Sweet potato. Not bad. Sweet potato's got a bit of a texture, you know. Makes me a little on the nausea side. Oh, there's a cake here. I found some cake. Hello, Mr. Cake. Like a moist kind of coffee cake. What is this? Is it? Like a coffee cake. That's very rich though. Are you ready, Bidlo? You got your fastest internet line, headphone. Yeah, sure. Yeah. There you go. There's a little cake for you there. Okay. Can't wait till you guys can all come and visit. Man, we're going to do Citadel conferences here. Then my team can take you guys to go and look at... Hey, Tani V. Did you enjoy your party tonight, Tani V? I'm eating some of your cake. Come along, B. You and I can become fatties together. Oh my word. I have seen what Zen Girl actually looks like. Has anybody else seen what she actually looks like? Let me just say that there is a reason that chick doesn't put the camera on. And it's a very good reason. She's a genetic anomaly. I was like, B. All right. So I think Bidlo's ready. Okay, let's go. What are we doing over here? We're going to go find a video. So you've seen nothing, Bidlo. Besides what you saw tonight, nothing. Wow. Danny V, you're so cool, man. There's also comments on the other platforms. There it comes, man. Okay, so I'll play you the Epic Games wish list. Yeah, there it comes. Let's pop it then.
You don't close a rip. You hold it back until someone can extract the civilians. Then you wait for a prime or a soulbound. We don't just fight to survive. We fight so they don't have to.
This fight is powered by Say. Strength forged in speed, security, and unity.
As a young boy, I had this fantasy, this dream, that I could one day become this warrior who had the power to change things in this world, to set right the injustice, to defend the weak, the innocent. But you don't really get those opportunities. We aren't running around without shirts, wearing skins and stuff like that anymore.
Every girl safe.
One place where we can become those heroes is in stories and games. And we said, let us put everything we love about gaming into one game. Let us tell a story that we would have loved to be a part of. Let us tell a story that resonates with who we are and create characters who we could have been if we were in that world. And so we built Operation Safe Place Defense.
Join us now. Claim your place. Wishlist on Epic Games today. We need you, Commander. Go and wishlist now. We need you, Commander.
Did the audio synced up at the end? Okay, great. Well, let's try We Need You Commander, and let's see if the audio syncs up on that one. So it's very deep lore, but it's a 1,000-year love story set in a like rippy, brokeny. Yeah, we need to. Has everybody wishlisted this on Epic Games? All the link is on funk.africa. So Butler, if you dig it, you can go to that funk.africa thingies, and all the links are there, and then you can wishlist. You can join the Citadel Discord server. Everybody just gives you stuff when you arrive there. So hi, and then they set you up with wallets, and the more you get into the community, the more you'll see how wholesome and exciting and supportive it is. And hopefully a lot of them will come and watch you when you're shredding that guitar of yours, which is very, very cool. Right, so this one has to sync up, otherwise I have to stop it because You know, it's a lot of wordy, speaky things. Yeah, we've been building, man. The Citadel is the platform that we're building for all of our games, because we're building a bunch of games, and yeah, 17,001. Yeah. So say hello in the general chat, to Citadel general chat, and then everybody's gonna say hello back to you there. Let's see, where's the general chat in the Citadel? Let's have a look here. Lots of announcements and many Citadel Hangout, general chat. That's where you want to be. And then let me see if I can. Probably going to be a bit low. See, I can tag him. Hello. Like this. So the moment he comments, you can all swarm him. There he is. Oh, hi there. All right, here comes the. I made this one for mobile, so hopefully it's. Let's just give it a chance to load and stuff. Okay, are you ready? Hey, there's Elric. Elric Ericos. I just got to.
Hey, it's Midnight Cats Lady. Don't touch that mouse. You're on the Funk Show.
Don't touch that mouse.
My mommy says that Uncle Funk is the apotheosis of manhood, and that he has a unique perspective on the complexities of womanhood, because he was trapped in a woman's body for a whole 9 months.
You see, so that's why I know how women operate.
We don't just fight to survive. We fight so they don't have to.
They tore the sky open. I was holding my sister's hand. And then...
It's tearing the city apart. We need to get out of here now. The light swallowed her. We never saw her again. But the children of the light, they pulled me out.
The first rip was recorded 18 years ago. Half a city vanished. The other half was never the same. This was no natural phenomenon. Someone, or something, opened those gates from the other side. As far as we can tell, a ripping event takes what is here, there, and brings what is there, here.
We call it a rip, but technically, it's a tear in the membrane between frequencies of reality.
Those things, they're drawn to the unprotected, to the young. We don't know why, but we have to stop them.
Whatever they are, they feed on innocence. They seek the pure of heart. That's why they go for that which is most precious.
Every girl safe.
We need you, Commander. The innocent need you.
Nobody will hold you back this time. Your wrath is our only hope.
The children of the light are ready for you to lead again, Commander. You do not have the luxury of sitting this one out, Commander. We need you, Commander. We need you, Commander.
We need you, Commander.
For Lucille! For Athera! Every girl safe!
Lucille, for Athera. Every girl safe. Yeah, man. We're building something nice, aren't we? It's a nice game that we're building. I don't know how to get rid of this thing. Maybe the double clickety. And then we go what's something? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Let's just add this thing.
The phone kites get it right.
Let's go.
The fun kites get it right. Yeah. Static in my chest, lights flicker, no sleep. Daily on arena, social, we keep the streak. Timeline buzzing while the bass lines bite. We build a signal in the midnight light. We don't chase hype, we light up nights. Aim with the paint till the aim locks tight. Hands in the spark till the dark ignites. Count it down, 3, 2. We are the spark in the blackout sky. When the beat drops heavy, we rise and fight. They call it luck, now we built this life. We don't miss.
Phone kites get it right.
We get it right. We get it right. We get it right.
Phone kites.
Yeah, we get it right. Fired up the funk token, watch the wheels turn. Funkin' FTs in the vault, let the glow burn. Load into OSP, towers hum, turrets sing. Hold the line for the squad, hear the sirens ring. Mean at the city that rings on rings. Blueprint dreams where the city breathes. Faith in motion, only believe. Every heart we guard, every girl safe. We don't chase hype, we light up nights. Aim with the paint till the aim locks tight. Hands in the spark till the dark ignites. Count it down, 3, 2. We are the spark in the blackout sky. When the beat drops heavy, we rise and fight. They call it luck, now we built this life. We don't miss.
Phone kites get it right.
We get it right. We get it right. We get it right.
Phone kites.
Yeah, we get it right. Break, beat, rewrite, reload. I bled my fears into the paper wide. If hope is cold, then run that line. Control alt, so we realign. Hey, fun guides, get it right. Arena, daily, go live ignite. Token, NFT, stack that light. Eats it, they'll always be. Hold that tight, only believe. Faith in flight, every girl safe, got a life. We are the spark in the blackout sky. When the beat drops heavy, we rise and fight. They call it luck, now we built this life. We don't miss.
Phone kites get it right.
We get it right. We get it right. We get it right.
Phone kites.
Yeah, we get it right. From wrong turns to the brightest sign. Say the name, fun kites. Watch the stars align. Get it right. Get it right.
Get it.
Get it right. Okay, so there's a linky in Discord. I just put it in the whole general channel. So to StreamYard, it's usually where we all hang out. And then it's got all the same little thingies. It's got a screen share, desktop share, you know. Let me see here. Excuse me. Let's see, we're going to get Bidler up on stage. And let's see, maybe we can get a bit of shreddery. That will be crazy. I don't know what's going on with my headphones already. A scammery and shreddery. Scammery and shreddery. I think this guy can play. So if, let's see, if we can get this right, you're all in for a treat. Well, we're all in for a treat. So if we can figure out, I just want to upload. Yeah, but I mean, it's literally, I don't know, the keys here, I mean, I think it's just holding a steady, what is it? I can't remember what key this is. We've just made it with AI. Somewhere it's got I'll try and find the note sheet. I'm sure it's got a note sheet up there. I'll hunt it down for you quick. See, so I'm also popping that music video up. Sure. Fine. Get the PC up and running. In the meantime, we will just push buttons like this one.
This is Corporal Buddykins reporting live from the front lines. You're tuned into the Funk Show. Stay funky.
Where's Cats Lady? She's still around.
Hey, it's Midnight Cats Lady. Don't touch that mouse. You're on the Funk Show.
Welcome to the Funk Show, the hottest thing on Arena right now. Hey, it's me, B. You're listening to the Funk Show.
Yo, what up? This is Twisted Tinker, and welcome to the Funk Show.
Hey, it's D. Runa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you're coming from, this is the Funk Show. Same time, every day.
Liz. You tuned in to the Funk Show, where groove never quits.
Yeah.
Khaleesi here, catching vibes and getting funky, live on the Funk Show. And don't forget to bend the knee.
Professor Gonkleshnertz here. Statistical studies have shown that people who do not listen to the Funk Show are not the sharpest tools in the shed. We are not saying that these people are dim-witted, but the signs are certainly there.
They are. They really are. I get worried about, these people.
Warning! Could all listeners and followers please vacate the Funk Show in a calm and orderly fashion? We don't mean to alarm you, but somebody decided to eat their own poo.
That's so funny. Jump on stage, make some beats. We're gonna convince Bitlow to come jump up on stage and shred. Any of you are welcome. In the Discord, in probably gonna have to update my stuff. I don't have any audio inside my system. Look what I found. I found a bit low.
What's up?
Yay, this mic works.
Can you actually hear the guitar though?
Not yet, no.
No, you can't hear the guitar.
Gotta figure out the routing. Yeah. What do you usually route it through?
Usually I use OBS.
You could probably. Let me see. Maybe. You can even launch your stream if you want, and then you just download Funkouts, get it right, and then I will just share your stream, and then I'm going to end my stream just now, and then I'll just send everybody to you.
I guess that works.
You could do something like that.
see. I was gonna say, because the other option would be I might be able to change my mic input to be my desktop audio, and then I just wouldn't be able to talk, but you'd be able to hear the guitar.
Nah. Let's rather send you an army. Do you want to do your stream now? Not really.
I don't care, man.
Do it, man. Because I'm gonna go to bed, so you might as well have a couple hundred people head over to your stream. Might be
All
fun.
right, that sounds fun. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and pull up Arena. Surprise stream on Thursday, just for y'all.
Yeah. Let's introduce everybody to Bidler. You guys have not seen a shredder like this. This is they call him the Shredder Neta. Let me see, man. I need a solution for this. Oh. I can't hear anything on my headphones. It's just like it died and it broke back headphones.
That's no good.
Just now. Like expensive fancy pounce things, man.
Just a loose connection, maybe?
Yeah, something broke. But I think I have a nice... No, that won't work. I'll just hear me. Maybe. Let me try this.
Oh my god, there's 666 people in here. Nobody's allowed to leave or enter. That's the perfect number.
Let me see. Can I hear a bit low?
Then yes, you can.
Let's see, does this thing have a turny uppy? What's this? 1, 2. What is this thing? What is love? What is love? Why not hurt me? Don't hurt me no more. And this?
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the potion, loving this devotion. Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, this bad time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me so high, you always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe, you're like a centerfold. Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the lotion,
all that good emotion.
just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat.
Alright. I think I'm technically streaming.
Are you streaming?
Yep, I'm streaming.
Okay. Okay, so now... So what you're going to do now is... Let me find your stream. So in Discord, you can just download the Funkites Get It Right.
Where is that? Oh.
In Discord.
Right there.
Like
if I
right.
used my eyes.
It's okay, we don't have those either. Okay.
All right, I got it.
Nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna find your stream. Surprise, metal and chill. Nice. Okay, so everybody head over there. I will see you guys in surprise, metal and chill chat. So I'll stream it, and then I will end my stream when I see you all there. I'm going there.
All right.
Just a dark screen.
See you soon.
Yeah, see you there. Cheers, Lex. Bye bye, Tony V. Love you all. Bye.